We're going to look at an example of a poison square, and we're playing as white. If you'd like to hit pause for a second, go ahead and do so. Okay, white's trying to set up a poison square, and white would like to take its knight on c3 and move to the d5 square and stick some bait over there. And what white is essentially looking to do here is to bait the knight on the f6 square when it's black's turn. And if black's knight on f6 decides to recapture or decides to capture the knight on d5, black is in a little bit of trouble, and it's not immediately obvious, but we'll point it out here. Essentially, what white can do is white can, when it's white's turn, white can take the pawn on c4 and recapture. Okay, and that recapture sets up a pawn fork of these two pieces, the piece on c6 and the piece on e8. Which is backed up by the bishop on g2 that's fianchettoed there, so that the bishop protects the pawn, and black is essentially forked over here. So we go ahead and we move for white, and now black is in a little bit of trouble. Now if we look at the overall trade and how it goes down, white essentially gives up a pawn and a knight, and they end up winning a knight and a bishop. Or another scenario, white will give up a pawn and a knight, and they'll end up winning two knights depending on what variation of this plays out. Now, there's not a lot black can do. They're going to lose some material here. It doesn't mean they lose the game, but they lose some material here. Now, black could take the queen and move it to a5, but and put the king in check, but that does not remove the problem it has. And white has two defenders that it can put in place. It has the bishop on c1 and the queen on d1, and they both cover that square. So white essentially has a wall set up there, and white still has the fork option, one or two moves after the check has been completed there. And that's an example of a poison square. Thank you for watching.